Unit 5. Recording 4. 1,
Pasta.
2,
Steak.
3,
Chicken.
4,
Rice.
5,
Fish.
6,
Fruit.
7,
Vegetables.
8,
Eggs.
9,
Cheese.
10.
Biscuits.
Unit 5. Recording 4. 1,
Pasta.
2,
Steak.
3,
Chicken.
4,
Rice.
5,
Fish.
6,
Fruit.
7,
Vegetables.
8,
Eggs.
9,
Cheese.
10.
Biscuits.
Lesson 5.2 Food. 1a. Match the names of the food with photos. Al. 1 apples. F. 2 carrots. E. 3 bread. B. 4 tomatoes. L. 5 orange juice. G. 6 lettuce. I. 7 milk. D. 8 peppers. K. 9 potatoes. A. 10 bananas. C. 11 cereal. H. 12 oil. J. B. Cross out the item in each group that does not belong. 1 apple, orange, banana. 2 potato, carrot, tomato. 3 oil, orange juice, milk. B. Read the texts and check your ideas. They both eat chicken, rice and lettuce every day. Byron Hansen. Swimmer. I'm never hungry because I eat a lot. I need about 6,000 calories a day, and I eat 6 meals every day. My breakfast is at 6 a.m. and I usually have 3 eggs, some milk, cereal and fish oil. For lunch I have the same thing every day. I always have fish or steak, sometimes I have both. And I have peppers, cheese and pasta. For dinner I have chicken with a lot of rice, some cheese and lots of vegetables, tomatoes, lettuce and peppers. I love junk food but I never eat it. Petra Leon. Supermodel. I love food and I don't have a strict diet. I love steak but I don't often eat it, maybe twice a month. I eat a lot of raw food, and I never eat tinned food. I usually have a small breakfast of toast, and for lunch I have chicken and rice, lettuce and fruit. For dinner I have fish, salad and fruit. I often snack between meals, usually biscuits, fruit and cheese, and I drink fruit juice. I have dinner 3 hours before I go to bed because that helps me sleep. C. Read the texts again and answer the questions. Write B. Byron, P. Petra, or BP, Byron and Petra. Who? 1. Loves food. Byron and Petra. 2. Snacks a lot. Petra. 3. Doesn't eat tinned food. Petra. 4. Has a big breakfast. Byron. 5. Talks about steak and chicken. Byron and Petra. 6. Likes junk food. Byron. 7. Eats a lot of fruit. Petra. D. Discuss in pairs. Is your diet similar to Byron's or Petra's? How is your diet different from theirs? Grammar. Adverbs of frequency. 4a. Underline the words in the box in the text from exercise 3b. Sometimes. Always. Never. Often. Not often. Usually. Byron Hanson text sometimes, always, never, usually. Petra Leon text never, often, not often, usually. Grammar. B. Put the words in the box in the correct place on the line below. Use the texts in exercise 3 to help you. 0%. Never. 10%. Not often. 40%. Sometimes. 60%. Often. 80%. Usually. 100%. Always. D. Look at sentences 1 to 3. Underline the correct alternatives in the rules. 1. I'm never hungry because I eat a lot. 2. I love steak but I don't often eat it. 3. I usually have a small breakfast. 1. The adverb goes after the verb be. 2. The adverb goes after don't and doesn't. 3. The adverb goes before other verbs. A. Complete the sentences. Use the words in brackets. 1. I do sport. Never. I never do sport. 2. My mother phones me on Monday evenings. Usually. My mother usually phones me on Monday evenings. 3. He's tired in the mornings. Often. He's often tired in the mornings. 4. We have a drink after work on Fridays. Always. We always have a drink after work on Fridays. 5. Do you walk to work? Usually. Do you usually walk to work? 6. I'm at home in the afternoons. Not usually. I'm not usually at home in the afternoons. 7. Classes are on Saturdays. Sometimes. Classes are sometimes on Saturdays. 8. I watch TV. Not often. I don't often watch TV. B. Look at the chart and complete the conversation. Use adverbs of frequency. So, Mr. Price, let's look at your diet. Do you eat vegetables and fruit? No, doctor. I never eat vegetables and I don't often eat fruit. What about meat and fish? Well, I sometimes eat fish. Maybe once or twice a week and I often eat chicken. I like steak so I always eat steak for lunch and I usually have it with chips. 5a. Put the words in the correct order to make sentences. 1. Have. Usually. I. Fridays. On. Fish. I usually have fish on Fridays. 2. Eat. Never. I. Sweets. I never eat sweets. 3. Hungry. I'm never hungry. 4. Eat. Often. Chicken. I often eat chicken. 5. home, dinner. 4. Usually. I'm usually home for dinner. 6. Fruit, eat. Don't. I don't often eat fruit. 7. Have. Sometimes. Lunch. 4. Vegetables. I sometimes have vegetables for lunch. 8. I eat. Sundays. Steak. Always. On. I always eat steak on Sundays. B. Work in pairs. Which sentences are true for you? Change the other sentences to make them true. Plus have a 6a. Read the sentences below. Complete them with always a, usually, you, sometimes s, not often, no, and never n. In the morning, I. Plus have a coffee before breakfast. Plus have a big breakfast. Asterisk make a sandwich for lunch. Plus read my emails. Plus drive to work, school. In the evening, I cook dinner for my family. Asterisk eat after 8 o'clock. Asterisk watch TV for 2 hours. Asterisk go out with friends. Have a hot drink before I go to bed. B. Work in pairs and compare your answers. Find 2 things in common. I never have a coffee before breakfast. What about you? I never drink coffee. C. What other things do you usually do in the morning and evening? Writing. Linkers to sequence. A. Read the description. Is it similar to your morning? My morning. Every day I get up at 6. First, I make a black coffee and I read my emails. Then, I have breakfast and listen to the radio. I usually have cereal and coffee, but I sometimes have toast and an egg. After that, I often read the news online. Finally, at 8:30 I go to work. I always walk to work because it's only 15 minutes to my office. At work I have another coffee and sometimes a cake. B. Read the description again and number the linkers in order. First. Then. After that. Finally. C. Which linker does not have a comma after it? Then. Speakout tip. Linkers are very important in writing. They connect ideas and help your writing become clearer. Which of these words is not a linker? And, but, first, because, at, then. 8. Write a description of your typical morning. Use linkers and write 60 to 80 words. B. Read other students' descriptions. Are they similar to your morning?